Alright, what is up, guys? Hope all you guys' mornings is going good. As you can see, I did take a loss today, but we're going to go over the price action real quick, just what I think about it. It's going to help me knowing what I can do better. I'm going to go over what I think I can do better, and just, it was a tricky day, so I want to go over it. I'm marking this out right now because this is something that I would be open to taking. Alright, so off the rip, we have previous day high right here that we were right underneath off of market open. We were just steadily going up. We inversed this gap. We were definitely bullish to previous day highs, and hopefully this 1 hour gap too. It was pretty obvious. I know you can't really see this right now. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So we were respecting this 1 hour order block right here really well. This wick had came down, touched it, brought us back up, and this is kind of where we were trading around inside this 1 hour candle. As we scale down to the 15 minute, we see that 1 hour order block is right around here, and that's where we're being supported, all right here. So initially we get this 15-minute inverse right here at 8:15, and to me I thought this was a pretty protected low. I would like to see us come. I thought that we were going to come into this 15-minute gap, maybe a 5-minute gap where this inversion is, and then come up, maybe create an SMT with it with ES. But I was wrong, and after watching some YouTube videos and some other trade recaps, I think that I should have been looking for a key level like this low, which was supporting us off of the 1 hour order block, to get taken. And maybe I should have waited for that. That's definitely something to think about. And yeah, so off of market open here, this was my exact thought process. Right around here we shoot up, and we have to remember previous day highs. I'm going to bring back my drawings now. Previous day highs is this red line right here. Off of market open, we get this 5-minute candle that shoots up, takes this high, and leaves the draw right here wide open. And I was thinking, before this candle closed, as you can see, there's this 5-minute inversion right here. I took this 5-minute inverse just because we were so close to taking previous day high that I thought that the 5-minute inverse was going to bring us right to it, because I thought this low wasn't going to get taken, so on and so forth. I got stopped out pretty quick. Took the inverse. Hold on, where's the... Yeah. So I entered when it came back down and hit the inversion, and I got stopped out. My stop was like right around here, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was right here. And we kind of soup out this low and then go straight up to previous day high. Was this a low that I think was like prominent enough to trade off of a 1-minute inverse? Not really. I don't think this was the real like move of the day, like that my model would have performed on. But we did soup out this low and then get a inverse on the leg that manipulated and took this low. So this is definitely a better trade that I could have taken than this one, because as you can see, we did have an SMT with this low on ES, but we didn't take any prominent lows on NQ before getting this 5-minute inverse, and that's really the only thing that I can think of that I could have done better, because I don't think it was a bad setup. 5-minute inverse, the draw was right here. I did not think we were going to come down that much more, but we are just chopping today. Price action isn't the best. And anyways, so we still have more to go after that happens. Previous day high gets taken. I kind of thought, oh, I missed the move. This was it right here. But I was kind of confused because it took this low, but there really wasn't anything else that it needed to go up. Like, we didn't hit any crazy gaps. We tapped into this 5-minute gap, but like I feel like that doesn't hold that much power. 15-minute gap that we also hit, and we like touched the order block again. But I still was a little stumped on why we needed to go down just barely below this low to go up and hit my draw when we already had a 5-minute inverse. But you know, it happens. It could just be a losing day on the model, but we're not worrying about it. Then we have a whole bunch of failure swings that are created in here, a whole bunch of wacky SMTs being formed, low resistance liquidity right here. We already took the draw, so you wouldn't really be trying to get anything else besides maybe like this hourly gap, but that's still a little far-fetched. I think we might hit it today, not sure. If we're retracing into a 15, yeah, not really sure. We'll see. But we form this low resistance liquidity, then we take out this low on NQ. This is something that I should have waited for. And as you can see, that low is being supported by the order block, which is also in all this action in here. There's not really anything else, but we just tagged the order block again and came back up. But more importantly, we took out this low, both on ES, and we also took, oh, I didn't even see this. So as you can see right here, we made an SMT with whatever this is. Wow, all the way down here. So this looks like it's an hourly low. Is that this? Yeah, so we came all the way down, took out this low. Okay, and that makes sense because that would make us definitely have more of a rebalance towards the move. I feel like I did see that level marked out when I used the volume profile earlier. Not quite there. Maybe not. Anyways, yeah, and then after taking that low, obviously we have that huge SMT. I think this is it right here, right? Yeah, we have this SMT. Then what do we get? A 1-minute inverse that brings us up to take half of this low resistance liquidity, leave this high, and to me that's just liquidity being generated. So when you see something like this happen and you get stopped out break even, you can be fine with it because it just might not be a winning day for you. But I don't think there's a problem with entering back into a trade when you get stopped out like this, because this is an obvious stop run that is just taking your stop loss and leaving this high right here because it wants to stop people out before it takes the high. But honestly, the draw was already taken, so this would be a little more risky to go for after getting stopped out break even right here. But there's definitely some people that also got tagged into their trade right here off of putting their limit order at the inverse. And then if you still hadn't traded, or if you wanted to just take this extra, there was another inverse that happened, and it was actually perfect because we tapped into a 5-minute gap. And that's like, can't really get more confluence than that. Rejecting out of a 5-minute gap, and we displace through a gap right here. Could have gone break even right there and just targeted like a 1 to 2R or something. Break even here, and then target a 1 to 2R. But yeah, that's price action for today. Did not do great. $533 left on my balance. I'm probably going to be cutting my risk in half, so I am able to take a few more losses just in case I do and not blow the account. Because right now, if I take another loss, it'll pretty much bring my account to zero. And am I worried about that? And am I going to be pissed if it happens? Yeah. But at the same time, it could just be a sign that I'm not ready to be on a funded account. And that's completely fine because I'm still learning and getting better, especially psychology-wise. And at the beginning of this account, I was doing amazing. Like, as you can see, we were building it up great. And we're on a losing streak right now. And hopefully we can get out of it. I'm not going to really change anything besides maybe risk less. But yeah, there's no need to change anything. When you guys are in drawdown, do not start risking more. That's the worst thing you can do. And it's not even just for the account. First of all, you're going to blow the account. I know you're going to blow the account because you're not that good to be able to full port a random trade that's probably not A+, and then save the whole account. But even if you do, that just told your brain that you can do that in the future and that it's going to work. Because I've done that before. You know how many accounts I've gotten into drawdown on and then I'm like, screw it. I'd rather start fresh either way, so I'm just going to full port it. If it brings me back into profit, then let's go. And if it stops me out, I don't care. But that's not how you want to think about it. Don't change your trading plan. Stick to your rules. If you need to, if you're that close, you can bring down your risk a little bit. But yeah. All right, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.